Okay, hi. This is how I'm glad to see you guys again. This is my final presentation of Six Sigma. I'm happy to share to you what I think about the Six Sigma. Um, Generally, I have actually it's always used on the business. It's a every time so I just think it's after I do some research in those days, I think generally the business defect rate is always around 3 to 4 sigmas. It's equivalent per million opportunities. There are over 6,000 times errors. If a company reach to a Six Sigma, it's most perfect to achieve the customer requirement, I believe. Here is what I think about the Six Sigma basically. I do the full actually it's a 5 stage. Actually it's a 5 stage summarize. I'm gonna show you guys on board. So the Six Sigma, I do the first. I do this most simply summarized. Six Sigma is just a tool. You just need to know it's a tool. It's quite useful to do um, to do the research. Or you can do customer always satisfied to your product or something like that. We talk it later. Uh, Actually, the Six Sigma is a tool. It show how consumer or other people satisfy level. Um, in the first stage, you do the statistic, Six Sigma statistic. You just need to do the first is define. You define what? You define the resources. The resources need to identify the project needs, um, and to be improve your product process. That's the first things you need to know. And the measurement. The measurement is you just need to collect those data. It's most basically is collect the performance data. You need to show you need to show just like you collect the performance of this product or process for the bottom line, establish the improvement goals. After you do the first stage define and the second stage measurement, you can go on to do the analysis. Through you collect those data. Analysis of this data, you can collect it measurements of phase to determine a set of the variable, arranged in order to important factor qualities. Improve and after you do the analysis, this first, second, and third stage, you all do that, and you can do the most important is improvement. Improvement you can most times you can do a solution. You after you analyze those data, you will maybe have some problem on your product or your process have some problem. You need to do some summarize and talk to each others. Maybe you need have to talk with your colleagues or your friends or you some people you need to find a solution. That's the improvement. And I think here is still have the stage. I forgot right here, but I still can tell you guys. It's called control. Um, to ensure process improvement. Once the time you complete and continue to maintain it, you can return to the previous stage and you go on to do it again, and sometimes you maybe can control your product process in a perfect level. Um, now I want to talk about this job. I never seen it. I never heard it before. Maybe it have, but I never heard it in China. Maybe it's called RQA. RQA is it's a they always do the some research job. It's always do. I saw it in the Walmart, and they always do the consumer expectation. So to do the something they always define the consumer expectation for quality. That's basically so what I think about the quality requirements. I I I do this example for some days and do the research on Google, and I saw some articles. Um, Basically, I thought this job is quite interesting. Mm, and through their research, we can know consumer satisfied or not. Um, the next one we want to talk about. I want to talk about sampling. The sampling is a method we talk. I believe I learned it before in chapter 8. On last video I said the sampling and the non-hypothesis is pretty hard. But now I think it's quite useful. I have to say it's quite useful. And the sampling is, as I say, so sampling as I say is it's all we need based on the t-distribution analysis. And the sampling theory is concerned with selection of subject, subset of it's a solution of a subset of individuals from the statistical population to estimate different types of the whole population. Each observation measures one or more properties, such as our weight. We did it before, such as weight, location, colors, different skins. It's in observable bodies distinguished as a independent object or individual. For non-hypothesis, non-hypothesis is a hypothesis. I thought it says non-statistical significance between the two variables in hypothesis. The hypothesis is trying to disprove. I believe everyone learned it at chapter 9, and last video I also say it's really hard. Yeah, I quite remember that. But it's quite useful now. Still not changed in my mind. I still think about it. It is. So, a statistical hypothesis test is a method of the statistical inference. Mainly, I think technical non-hypotheses are used to verify statistical assumption. For instance, we still between the data and the statistical method cannot be distinguished from the random noise. If it is true, there is no justification or for complicating the model. Basically, in this presentation, I for prepare this final presentation, I do really a lot of job on this Six Sigmas. I related to my few careers and what I think about on this marketing. Basically, I think the consumer is becoming more and more. We call this a phenomenon. I do the research on the really common phenomena long time ago. It remind me. It's called a consumer win back. We need a win back some consumers. It's becoming a it's becoming a common marketing practice in many businesses. If the process is aimed at the win-back distinguished customers, and they retain to them. Business restore the relationship with old customers through a combination of diligent investigation and follow-up, the promotion and target improvement satisfaction, addressing customers' concern. Companies will make the commitment to customers win back, and immediately see that it's a process back for bags for adoptions for Six Sigma's practice and technicals. That's what I think about it. maybe it's quite useful, and maybe my board is not quite good, but I hope I can share my mind for you guys. And thanks our professors and thanks all my classmates. May you have a good grade. This is my final presentation. That's all. Thanks.